Hi, my name's Sophia and I'm with the CATF, the COVID-19 Awareness Teen Task Force. Today, we will be learning about the math concepts of mean, median, and mode, which are all methods of analyzing a set of given numbers. So let's say you surveyed your class about what their favorite flavor of ice cream was between the options of vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. 5 students said that they liked vanilla best. 2 chose strawberry, and another 5 students chose chocolate. We can use mean, median, and mode to analyze this set of numbers. The first thing we need to do is put these numbers in numerical order from least to greatest. In this case, it's going to be 2, 5, and then 5 again. Now we can start analyzing these numbers. We are going to start by learning mean. Mean is the average of the number set. So it's basically the central value between the numbers within the set. The first thing we need to do to determine mean is add all of the numbers in the set. So 2 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 12. Next, we must divide the sum of the number set by how many terms are in the set. In this data set, we have 3 terms, 2, 5, and 5, so 3 terms. Thus, we are going to divide 12 by 3. Our final answer is 4, so the mean of this data set is 4. Next, we're going to learn how to determine median. Median is the middle number in the set of values. It is very important that you have your numbers in numerical value before you start solving for median. Once they are in order, you can start crossing off the values at the ends of the set in pairs until you get to a single middle value. So we're going to cross off 2 and cross off this 5 on the end, and that is a pair that we just crossed off. Because this is a smaller set of data, you only have one pair to cross off. As you can see, 5 is the number directly left in the middle. So our median is 5. Finally, let's learn about mode. Mode is basically the number that appears the most frequently in a set of values. If there are no repeating values in the set, then there is simply no mode. Here we can see that the only number that repeats is 5. 2 is only once, but 5 is twice. Thus, because 5 is the only number that repeats and is the number that repeats the most, 5 is our mode. Now, let's solve the mean, median, and mode in this new set of numbers that I have written here at the top. I have already laid them out in numerical order, but don't forget that this is the first thing you should do when you are given a data set. So, our first step in determining the mean is once again adding all the numbers in the set. 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 is equal to 43. Next, we are going to divide the sum of the number set by the number of terms we have in the set. In this set, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms. So we are going to divide 43 by 6. This is going to be equal to 7.1666, which we are just going to round to 7.17. 7.17 is our final answer, which is our mean. Next, let's do the median of this set. If you remember from when we learned earlier, you are going to cross off the values on the ends of the set in pairs. So let's do that. That's one pair. That's another pair. Here, if we cross off this last pair of values, 6 and 9, we won't have any middle value at all. So how would you find the median in this case when there is an even number of terms, so you won't be able to find a direct middle number by crossing off pairs? You simply just have to average the two remaining numbers in the middle. When you average them, you're basically finding the mean of those numbers. So let's do that. We are going to be doing 6 plus 9, which is equal to 15. And if you remember the next step in solving for a mean, you're going to divide the sum of the numbers by the number of terms. In this case, we only have 2 terms, 6 and 9. So we are going to divide 15 by 2, which is equal to 7.5. Because we have just found the average between the last 2 remaining numbers in this line, the average is going to be equal to the median in this case. So the median of this entire set is 7.5. Finally, let's solve for mode. Just a reminder, mode is the number that repeats the most frequently in the set. So we have 4, but 4 doesn't repeat at all, so we can just cross 4 off as an option. We have 6. 6 does repeat twice. But let's keep going to make sure that it is the number that repeats the most. We have 9. 9 repeats 3 times. Even though 6 does repeat itself, 9 repeats itself 3 times while 6 repeats itself twice. Because 9 repeats itself more frequently, we can say that 9 is the mode of this data set. Now you know how to analyze the mean, median, or mode of any data set. This is a very important skill that shows up a lot throughout your mathematical studies. Thank you so much for watching and keep practicing.